Hello and welcome to Downtime Fun. This is my 8th DIY puzzle box video in the series, and this is the last Karakuri DIY kit set I have at home. If you have missed my previous videos on the DIY kit sets, you can find them in the link at the top right hand corner. By now you may already have some idea who Karakuri Creation Group is, but for anyone new to this series, they are a group of highly skilled artists making many wooden puzzle boxes and art pieces at the highest quality. And I highly recommend you to check their site out. I will put a link in the description below. For this last DIY video, I am going to make the teleport kit set. I have no idea what to expect, but on their website it says something is protruding from one hole. When you open the box, something is protruding from another hole. It looks like something has teleported. This all sounds very magical, so let's find out what it is all about, shall we? Okay, so this is how the finished box looks like. It has the protrusion as mentioned in the comments, and then a hole at the opposite corner. Opening the first wrap, and I break the cellophane again as usual. Then we are greeted by the wooden pieces and the building instructions manual, which is again nicely printed. I then open up the second layer to take a look at the wood pieces and quickly lay them out in the required order. Then I found something odd. Something is missing from the pieces. Where are the springs? I looked around just to make sure they did not roll off the table, and then I just made sure it wasn't there. So I started packing again, as the springs are actually needed for the first step. So the next thing I did after packing up was to fire up my computer and wrote a simple email to Karakuri. They are really responsive and they replied to my email within a few hours, being very nice and offered to send me the 2 missing springs. Fast forward to 1 week later and this small packet arrived and the contents look like this. I really like the personal touch with the handwritten post-it note in English. So kudos to Karakuri's customer service. Really great experience and looking forward to my Christmas presents from them. Anyway, back to the kit. I open it up again and laid all the parts out to start building the box. So the first step is to build the protrusions, which has 2 dome-shaped bits, and they are super smooth, and then there are the 2 rectangular bases. Gluing the pieces together are pretty simple, and then just do this and it fits perfectly, and I just have to make 2 of these. And finally I place the springs at the bottom of these rectangular boxes to make them work. Then it's time to build the main body of the box. It's the usual 4 walls with grooves for the base plate, and then there are the grooves for the top lid to slide in and out. Just like the other boxes, the finished box looks really good. It's very smooth and all the pieces are flush. Now on to the mechanism part. I still have no idea what's going to happen, but I really like these dark wooden colors. It's wench-like wood, but I think it's lower cost variant. I follow the instructions and it should be placed near the bottom of the screen, so it's the opening side of the box. I apply glue and just stick it like so. Okay, then to this part of the mechanism. I didn't follow the instructions properly and I thought it is a squared shaped block, but actually it's rectangular and the dimensions on different sides are wrong. And you can see here I didn't have patience and I just destroyed the whole box without letting the glue dry. So the moral of the story is be patient and let the glue dry before you try something out. Luckily nothing was damaged and I can just repeat the steps that I did just now, and I should be able to build the box up again. So second time lucky, I figured out that this is a rectangular piece of wood, and I just have to make sure the orientation of the block going in will not push the walls out, and that's how it should be done. Even though I think I have almost finished making the box, I still have no idea whatsoever how it's going to work and the mechanism for the extrusions, etc, etc. Other than that, I know that the protrusions or the rectangular blocks will fit in the square spaces near the bottom of the box. And for the lid, the manual asks the builder to make sure it is in the correct orientation, and given the piece is not a perfect square, the side facing outwards is already determined by Karakuri, and I have no choice on the wood grain. So I carefully slid the lid into the grooves just to make sure I don't destroy the box again, and making sure the orientation of the lid is correct. And it slides in very smoothly as you come to expect the Karakuri quality. Now what we have to do is to glue the ledge of the lid so that the lid is we have a better grip on the lid to slide that in and out, like so. Then step 5 is rather interesting, and I think it means that I can decorate the protrusions before completing the box. And in the manual it showed something like 2 moles with the safety helmets on. Those are similar to the whack-a-mole games in the arcades, and then they also decorated the lid as some sort of field, so it's green and has some dirt on it. But similar to the previous boxes that I've made, I did not do any decorations at this point in time, as I just want to complete the build. So I placed the protrusions as instructed into the square holes, keeping them pressed down, and I can slide the lid through like so. First step, I have to press one of the protrusions, and this is the completed box. So now to the review of this box. I don't know what to make out of this box. The mechanism is actually not magical to me, nor very ingenious. I tried to make it more interesting by moving the lid quickly, but it's still the same. To open the box, the protrusion at the bottom left has to be pressed down, and then it frees up the lid, and the lid can be free to slide out sideways or downwards, as you can see here, until the next hole moves to the bottom, and then the other protrusions move up. The storage area for this box is larger than most of the other boxes, I give it that, but otherwise the mechanism is really simple, and as you may be able to tell, I'm not very convinced by this box. One thing that is quite nice are the protrusions. As mentioned earlier, they are very smooth, and then pressing on them is quite satisfying. It's just like a fidget toy and just 2 random buttons in it. This again shows the excellent workmanship for the Karakuri group, but otherwise it's not a very fun build, and it's not a very fun solve. It looks quite nice, but I will not recommend this to anyone looking to build a box with a clever mechanism. Unlike the other excellent kit sets such as the spin box, the string box, or the ninja box. This is just not worth the asking price. Maybe I'm missing something. If you know what I've missed, please let me know in the comments below. And anyway, that's about it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please hit the like button and the subscribe button to support my channel. In the meantime, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!